Olajuwon.
Not Kareem?
You know, you see a picture of Olajuwon.
Why not Kareem as a picture of those centers?
Because we're talking about the time.
Oh, the time.
You know.
Oh, you wanted them to meet up because he had problems with Shaq. Like the Bulls had problems with big men.
But I'm talking about. I would love to have seen Houston and Chicago play during that period because Michael won 3, then he got out for them 2 years. And Houston won both of those championships in 2 years he was gone.
But Houston lost to the Jazz in 7.
But Houston won 2 championships.
Yes.
The year Michael wasn't there, Houston won both of them.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
And then Chicago came back. And then Chicago came back and won 3 more.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see
that
Chicago,
juncture.
I would love to see that them between each other.
They said in the regular season Houston was beating them bad.
But like I said, I would love to have seen Chicago and Houston play.
Right.
When Olajuwon was at the top of his game.
Right.
You know, just like Cassell came in there. Cassell came in as a rookie and won the championship.
Yeah.
That's how he got his notoriety.
Right.
And he won 2 championships with Houston.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
But I'm saying, but those were the players. Hodges was the best 3-point shooter.
He won the competitions too.
And scored higher than anybody. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But he went to see the president. He went to see Reagan.
Yeah.
I think who was it? A Bush or Reagan? No, he went to see a Bush when he won. And he wore dashiki and stuff. And African hair stuff. And they bought and after that and everything, they got rid of Hodges.
Wow.
You know? And Hodges was the best 3-point shooter in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And they got rid of Hodges because of what he wore when they met the president. And that's why right. Chicago got rid of him. And in come Paxson. And then after Paxson, here come BJ Armstrong.
Right.
And then come Kerr.
Yeah.
But I think it might have been Kerr then BJ.
Kerr came in like 95.
But I don't know. Yeah. I can't remember exactly which ones come first.
I believe
but those were the 4.
Right.
And then they went and then they made an ass out of Kukoc in the Olympics. Because everybody in the NBO, he was talking about Tony Kukoc and everything. And then he wound up coming to Chicago.
Anyway.
And then he wound up learning how to play with him.
Right.
And they won championships.
Yeah.
With Kukoc, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just like Ginobili. Ginobili sit there and everything, and he won championships with Houston.
He was also a lefty.
But you had Robinson and you had Duncan at that time too.
Right.
You know?
The Twin Towers.
You know what I'm saying? But these were the things that's how good the game was then.
Right.
You know? But now you take just like in baseball, I don't know none of the goddamn Oakland A's and don't know none of the damn Giants.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's just like when you talk about you into boxing. I don't watch boxing no more because nobody's making a statement coming up. See, we had Leonard was coming in when we had followed from the Olympics, and we had Hearns. Finally was knocking out people. And Tyson coming there knocking out people. Right. That made you want to see it.
Nobody like Tyson.
Yeah.
See, you ain't heard nobody come up there with no records like that, like the ones before them came up with.
Right.
You know. Now they about 10-0, then they got a championship shot. You know. You know, cause see, like I said, I go back. Like I said, my dad used to watch it and everything. I go back to watch. When I started watching Sugar Ray Robinson, he was on the decline, but he was still fighting and winning.
Right.
See, I remember Sugar Ray Robinson, Kid Gavilan. I remember Emil Griffin when he killed Benny Kid Perrette. And if you saw that fight, you know he had to kill him the way Perrette was on his ass. And he never was the same after he killed him. After that boy died in the ring, Emil Griffin never was the same boxer. Never was the same boxer after he killed that boy in the ring.
Right.
But see, I even seen Archie Moore fight. I seen all them, Floyd Patterson, all the people you hear him talking about.
Wow.
I saw all them fight.
Yeah, I'm eyes wide. I don't know those guys.
You know, I see all them fight and everything. I've seen, like I said, I go back. I've seen Bob Cousy play when he played for Boston.
Right.
When Bill Russell was there, when they wouldn't play two black players, when they wouldn't play 2 black players on the court at the same time. They'd only play one at a time. And you had Sam Jones and you had Casey Jones. And Casey Jones became the coach eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But they wouldn't play him out of there. They wouldn't play two black players on the court at the same time.
Right.
Bill Russell had a nephew that went to Oakland had Castlemore with me.
Hey, Bill Russell went to Mac, right?
He
went to Mac.
but that was before me.
That was before me too. I didn't hear about Bill Russell until after he got pro. But I heard him talking about when he went to school at USF in San Francisco.
He went to Mac too.
Yeah. And then he went to USF. But that's when you start hearing about Bill. But when I really started watching and everything, Bill was in the league. But see, that's why they put a 24-second clock on there. Because the Celtics would get a 2 or 3 point lead, and they'd be about 2 or 3 minutes in the game, and they just hold the ball and pass the ball around. They wouldn't shoot. They wouldn't shoot. That's why they started implementing a time clock, the 24-second clock for them to shoot the ball.
Right.
Because they just throw it around each other and run the time off, and the other team never touched the ball. There wasn't no penalty about them shooting. You didn't have to shoot at a certain length of time.
Right.
But that's the way it was. Like I said, me and Jerome's generation, we saw the best of the best in any sport and entertainment or whatever. We saw Nat King Cole sing. We saw Sammy Davis Jr. at his height. We saw all of them. Up to Luther and all the ones we got down and everything. We saw all of them. We saw the best of the best.
Who was the best of the best?
I mean, all of like you said, like you said, Lou Ron was one of the best. He ran the chicken service. That was our black, one of the black stars. But Sammy Davis Jr., Nat King Cole, all them. And even that boy, what's his name, Joe Williams, the one that used to sing with Duke Ellington's band. Joe Williams used to sing with them.
Miles Davis? Did you get some Miles Davis?
Miles Davis, I didn't like Miles.
Interesting.
I didn't like Miles. I never got high enough to understand Miles. And Coltrane and all that, you had to be high to understand that shit they were playing.
And don't even try to listen to yourself like too.
Man,
it was so
the honest mother.
You got a joint? You got a joint? Can I have that joint?
The honest mother. All it was jazz musicians.
No, the joint.
Oh, a joint.
Yeah, you got the joint in here.
Oh, that's so good.
Now you know.
Can I hear it?
Now, do you know what the trait was with Miles?
No.
You don't know what you don't know what Miles was a hell of a trumpet player. And Miles was the best and everything. But you know what Miles did when he went on the stage? Miles turned his back on the audience. He played with his back to the audience.
Right.
He didn't turn around to face the audience when he played.
Well, interesting.
He turned around with it, and he showed his back. He played. He turned around to the curtains, and he played to the curtains. He never turned around and faced the audience.
Why?
I don't know. It was a thing they were talking about. I was watching some jazz thing, historic thing, and they were talking about it and everything. That something happened with Miles, and Miles just stopped and would just turn around, and he wouldn't look at him no more.
Right. I can't remember what it was.
And see, white folks like Miles. That's when they were getting into that acid and stuff and all that other shit, and they listened to that shit and everything. See, I never got high enough to listen to Miles.
Right.
Miles Mills' music was too out. John Coltrane's music was too out. Theonis Monk's Coltrane, his music was too far out. I started getting jazz as I got older because of the smooth jazz, which had a melody to it. It had something to it. Had some substance. Right. See, jazz really, when I was playing in high school, they used to tell everything. Jazz wasn't nothing but running up and down the scales. That's all they would do. They'd run up and down the scales. But they would put it together so it sounded like something. But that's basically what jazz was, just running up and down the scales.
Right.
And see, you had to be playing an instrument to understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about running up the scales.
Up and down the scales.
That's all the notes. You go there. Like do, re, mi, and all that other shit and everything. That's what they run the scale.
Right.
And for musician, he's got certain letters and everything that you know. Because I used to be able to read music, but I can't. It's been so long since I read it because I played in the band, so I can read music. Right. But then, like I said, I stopped playing and everything. I got into girls, and next thing you know, and everything, your daddy come along.
I'm